Hi, it's Michael Whitehouse with your Motivational Minute. So I just picked up 2 gallons of milk, which is not particularly remarkable in the grand scheme of things, except it reminded me of a few months ago when I would not have dreamed of running out to the store for just that. Every time I walked out of that store, I came out with a basket full, $200, because it was my intention not to have to come back for 2 weeks. We were stocking up on everything and trying to avoid having to go back. We were thinking very closely, okay, what do we run out of first? We ran out of milk. My daughter drinks a lot of milk. So how can we get milk without having to go to a store? And because at that time, it's not that we were panicked, it's that there were a number of potential risks, a lot of unknown unknowns. We knew COVID was very serious, very dangerous, we wanted to avoid it, but we didn't know. Is it transmitted by surfaces? Is it transmitted through the air? And you know why you don't know? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, well, science, why couldn't science tell us? Do you know how you get that hard data? You take people who are experimental subjects, you put them into a controlled environment and you infect them with COVID. That sound okay? No, can't do that. The only way you can find out is over time by saying, how are people catching it? How did you get it? What have you done for the last 48 hours or the last 4 days that might have got it for you? So over time, we learned. Now, this is a very challenging time for people psychologically because people like clear black and white. In March, it was a crisis. Oh my God, pandemic. Okay, I've seen movies. I know what you do in a pandemic. You lock down, you hide, you fully protect yourself. You know, you make a shopping trip every 2 weeks. Got it. I know what to do in normal times, just normal things. But what about now? It's not full lockdown crisis, but it's also not normal. It's this in-between gray space. And it's real. But people are having trouble dealing with the fact that it's not this black and white major crisis or everything's fine. There's still a disease. It's very serious. We are handling it, but if we take our eye off the ball, it will flare up again. In fact, if you watch Connecticut numbers, they're creeping up. Creeping up is the first step before jumping up. Hopefully they won't do that. But so the point is here that things, yes, we're in that middle space, and it's going to be for a long time. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. If we're really lucky, we may see things start to clear up around March. Maybe. More likely, I would say expect the fall of 2021. This isn't gloom and doom naysaying. This is just a fact. Even if they roll out a vaccine, as they're saying, in November, it's going to take months for it to actually get to people and to get ramped up and distributed. This is not, as I said, it's not gloom and doom. It's just a fact, and we're going to deal with it. We've dealt with many worse things. You know, we fought World War II as a country. This is not World War II. This is much lower grade than that, but it is still dangerous. But as long as we come together and we're smart and we, don't point fingers and just simply come together and say, what's the solution? And that's what I always like to focus on, is what is the solution? What do we need to do? In March, it was only go out when you have to and shop with giant baskets of food so you don't have to go out for another 2 weeks and you can lock down in the house. Now, you can get 2 bottles of milk, but wear your mask. Stay away from people. Don't have large gatherings. That's all it is. Just pay attention. Yes, it's a real challenge. We need to deal with it. And that's all there is to it.